Okay. Just wanted to go ahead and chronologue a video flight of the F-15 from Airfield. I've had a lot of people request for me to edit my videos. Now I do have video editing software. However, the purpose of me actually going real time is for the people out there that are actually interested in this airplane or any of the planes that I fly. I like to do the setup, plug in the battery, allow them to see how this airplane reacts when you take off, the flight unedited, the entire flight characteristics, and then of course down to the landing and shutdown, so that folks out there have an idea what they're purchasing, how this airplane reacts, and what they need to do to fine-tune it to fly specifically to the way they want to fly. So that being said, go ahead and set her up. This is the Airfield. It's got some modifications just to make a bigger battery fit, but what I'm using here is a Skylap 1600 milliamp battery, and it's a 30C with a 60C burst maximum, 3-cell. So what you want to do is get it as far back as you can. Today I'm going to use my DX6 I. Go ahead and start it up. Make sure it's on the right page. Plug her in. And get the battery all tucked in. There we go. Attach it on the canopy. And do a function check. Now what I found best for this airplane is to fly it on high rates. I'm so used to flying everything on high rates. But to me, just for the flare, especially in slow speeds, it has better reaction time. So, without further ado, get her near. Try to keep her close. Now this airplane has great slow speed characteristics. It's really stable. It doesn't have a tendency to tip stall, but if you fly her too slow and you have too much angle of attack, it won't tip stall, but it just won't turn. The ailerons become ineffective. So incredible roll rates. With a higher C battery, especially a 30C, this thing really scooches along. A couple more slow speeds. Bring it around. And it's a floater. And she's quiet. Now that's what I was talking about. When you let it get too slow, the ailerons become ineffective. It's weird. And bring her in for a landing. It doesn't like inverted flight too well, but it does real good. I'll do a Key West landing. How's that? Whenever I'm on a detachment to Key West, NAS Boca Chica, I watch the F-15s, the Air Force F-15s come in. Because of the noise abatement to the local airport, a lot of times they have to avoid going into that type of pattern, and they'll do what I call a Key West approach. There it is. Quick review of the airplane, and I'll explain a few things that I've done to the plane. This somewhat helps it fly a little bit better. First and foremost, I scored all the foam that basically went to here, and I allowed the cavity to go a little bit forward, and I packed this full of packing foam just to stiffen the nose area because it's real weak up here. So, and that's glued in, so it gives it somewhat more rigidity. And Velcro, let's see, gave it a access panel to access my receiver in the need, in the situation that I need to change out the electronics. Got a little landing light, and another thing I did, because it just took a long time to actually flare on takeoff when it was underpowered at the time, is I relocated the landing gear up more forward. So right there, right around center of gravity, just after that, so it helps to rotate early on. I've got these little clear plastic deals, what I like to call scrapes, and I also got them on the wingtip to protect the wingtip as well. So, and that's all, folks. I like real-time videos.